And I'm back. Okay, so like my cousins, this question was just, was it done out of anger, the spankings and stuff? And this video is about me answering questions for someone, one of my subbies who asked me to participate in some kind of survey for one of her classes about spankings and discipline and stuff like that, depending on ethnicity and age and race and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, like for example, my cousins, they wouldn't eat their vegetables. They wouldn't eat corn. They wouldn't eat anything. And I always loved vegetables, so I would eat everything. And when I was growing up, we would all have to sit together at the dinner table. We weren't like sitting on the couch or anything like that. We would sit down every night when my mom would make dinner. We'd have to eat all our food and drink all our milk, and then that's when we could get down. We'd have to ask to be excused. And my two cousins that I grew up, one was Hispanic and one was white. Um, the white one was he has muscular dystrophy, so he was like special, and I felt really bad whenever they were mean to him, but I was a kid, I couldn't do anything. My other cousin was Mexican, and all of us had our share of issues, as far as emotionally and developmentally and stuff like that. I think I did pretty good, but not all of us did. Um, but if they didn't eat when we were all done eating, they would be left at the kitchen table in the dark until their food was gone. Like not in the dark, like there was a light on over the sink, but like the kitchen light was off. So they would be sitting there with cold corn for hours just because they would refuse to eat it. Um, so I felt like that was a little mean and a little too much. Like I'd never do that to my son. So I guess that feels like it's out of anger or frustration. Were spankings done in the heat of the moment or after, this is number 14, or after a cool down period or lecture? Were they usually done in a certain area of your house? Were you made to go maintain a certain position? God, it makes me think about all the abuse people endure, and that is so sad because I'm sure there is, for certain people, specific times and places and things like that, and that's just sad. But for myself, no, it was a heat of the moment thing. It was a, you've messed up, this is what's happening now. So for me, no. For my cousins, once they were still kind of small, my dad would make them stand with their nose on a doorknob, and they would have to stand there with their nose touching the doorknob or the corner, usually the doorknob, because their height was perfect for it. And they were made to maintain that position. They had to stand there with their nose at the doorknob. So that was definitely a certain position. Um, Number 15, would you usually go along with the punishment or try to get away? Like I said, I wasn't punished too often, and the majority of us at my house, because there was a bunch of us kids growing up in there, like there was my younger sister, my older sister, my two cousins, my friend that lived with us, my brother for a period of time, my mom's friend, and my dad and my mom. So there was like a group of us living there. So it varied for all of us, but we all kind of just took what we were given, like we wouldn't try to talk our way out of it. We weren't like sneaky or anything, because it wasn't like abuse, it was us being punished for being bad. So, um, 16, how effective do you feel spankings were at stopping you from repeating the action in question? The spankings were pretty effective for myself. My cousins, obviously, they repeated the things they did wrong, probably even maybe, actually, because they're boys and because I lived with my parents. They didn't live with theirs. Their parents left them with us. So they probably had a little bit more emotional issues, and being defiant and things like that were made them different, than the way I was. Um, I know I'd be different if I was growing up in someone else's house without my family. Do you ever feel they went overboard or that you were abused? No, I don't feel like we were abused. There was a physical altercation a few times with my mom and dad when I was an older teenager, like 14, 15, that type of age, and it was more like a fight than them abusing me. Like I would fight them, physically fight them. So that's different, I think. Um, Number 18, do you feel that your spankings were mostly deserved or unwarranted? They were mostly deserved. I would say they were deserved, because if it was the other way around, if my son did that, I would definitely spank his butt. Let me finish this before I look at the next question. I'm just doing a brown, I did a light brown on my entire lid, up the crease about halfway, did a skin color on my brow bone, and then I used the same light brown on my lid to make it like a thick dust of it underneath. I don't know if you guys can tell because I can't see the screen. And then I just used the next shade of brown up to do just a little bit here and a little bit here. Now I'm using that same dark shade. I'm putting a lot of it on my brush, and I'm trying to make just a thick, smudgy brown line. This is how I've been doing my makeup lately because it's fast and you can't mess it up, and it makes blue eyes look really pretty. So it's just like a messy brown smoky eye, kind of like, see how it's not even like a technique? I'm just using a skinny brush and smearing it all around because I just want it to look darker closest to my lash line and dark right here and dark right here and dark underneath. So, okay. Do you plan to use corporal punishment with your own children? If yes, what would you do differently? I do. Well, you know what's weird is when my son was younger, and because he's almost 4 now, but when he was younger, is when I would spank him, and I never whooped his ass or anything like that, but I would swat him on the butt hard sometimes when he's doing something wrong, and it has made a huge difference in the way he's turned out, in my opinion, because he listens so well. I can't remember the last time I spanked him because he learned so well from just a couple times that, like, you know, going in an area you're not supposed to, like with the cords and the computer, get him out of there, spank his butt a couple times, he would cry, it would startle him more than hurt him, because he had a diaper and stuff. It didn't hurt, it scared him. So that's what he would get spanked for, something like that, and he wouldn't do it again. So yes, I did use it for my son, but with compassion and with love. I didn't do it out of anger or that I wanted to hurt him or, you know, anything like that. I did it because I knew when he's doing something wrong, if I startle him out of it and let him know that this is what happens when you're bad, he'll stop being bad. And it worked for me. I don't know about other people, but for me, it worked great because I haven't spanked him in the longest time. But if I needed to, I would definitely spank him because I don't go all out, use my whole strength or anything like that. I just do it to get his attention and let him know he's wrong, that kind of thing. So, and as far as timeouts too, what I would do differently is I wouldn't just shove their face in a corner and make them stand there. Like for my son, when I put him in timeout, I pull him aside, I talk to him, I let him know exactly why he's in here, that if he doesn't sit still and take his time out like a big boy, he'll be there longer. I talk to him about it, and then I sit next to him like he's facing the wall, you know, when he's in timeout, which I've only done maybe 4 times in his entire life, timeouts, because he is a good boy. But I sit there next to him because he's usually going to cry, you know, so I stay by him so I can talk to him and make sure he doesn't get up and run away, which he doesn't really do that anyways either, but I wouldn't just shove his face in a corner and leave him, because, like, emotionally, I don't want to hurt him, you know. I've been through a lot emotionally growing up, and I don't want him to hurt or, you know, just, I don't want him to feel negative things. I love him, and I want him to know that. So, I don't know if I'm answering this right. I'm kind of elaborating a lot, but I hope it gives you the answers you want, Tanisha. What was the most memorable punishment in your childhood? What was it for? Did you repeat the action that got you in trouble? That would have been probably the cup one, and no, I didn't do it again. I know that when it's time to go get shots, it's time to go get shots. And they got less painful as I got older. I think it was just the idea that scared me the most. Let's see. Sorry, give me one sec. Make sure this is even. I need to lighten my eyelid too. It's too dark where my brown is. Let's go with the shiny light golden. Okay. 21. How is your current relationship with your parents? How much, if at all, does the way you're disciplined as a child have an effect on this? My relationship now with my parents is completely unrelated to the way I was disciplined. I guess the relationships are okay, but I guess I have a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Resentment for them not being emotionally present when I needed them, and, you know, like, the way I was able to do whatever I wanted from, like, 12 on, it was cool at the time, but when you want your parents to care, you know? And it's not like I didn't know they loved me, because they did, of course, but it's just, it affected me in the long term, you know what I mean? So I would say, no, it's not the discipline that affected me, it's other things, so no. 22, have you ever been arrested? I've been arrested, I've been handcuffed and stuff, and taken home, and things like that, but I've never been in jail, ever, and I'm really proud of that, because I was in a lot of situations that I could have. As an adult, have you ever been in a physical fight? Not as an adult, but as like, you know, 15, 16, those ages. But as an, oh, well, I guess, yes, if you count a relationship fight, because I used to physically fight with my ex all the time, because when he got mad, he would try to whip my ass, and he's bigger than me, so I would fight him. I didn't win, but yes, I did fight as an adult. Do you feel happy with your current life and the direction with it's heading? See, this is a tough one. I'm happy with a lot of things in my life, not like material, but like individual things, like my son. I'm happy with him. I'm happy we have a roof over our heads, like individual things like that. And I have plans for the future, so I'm happy with my ideas and my plans, but this moment, I'm not happy with where I am. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not as successful as I wanted to be. I'm not doing things I wanted to do. But a lot of things in life are just unexpected, and there's nothing you can really do, you know? So you just kind of got to deal with it. So I would say no. But, yeah, no. No, I'm not happy with it. But the only thing I can do is try to change it. So that is what I shall do. Alright, and I think that's all the questions. Let me double check. Thank you. Yep, that's it. Alright, Tanisha, I hope that helped you. I know it was just like a little survey or whatever, so I know it's probably not... I know it's long. It shouldn't have taken me this long to answer them, but I guess it was stupid to do my makeup while I was answering them. But I was just trying to kill two birds with one stone. And maybe you guys learned something from like my opinions of how I raised my son, because he's a wonderful boy and he's turned out really, really great, and I couldn't be prouder of him. And maybe you guys consider how you would want to, you know, discipline and raise your children as well. I would never steer you wrong or tell you things that I didn't believe in, or, you know, stuff like that. So what I say is what I mean, and, you know, I don't know. I kind of want to finish my makeup on the video so you guys can see it when it's done. Here, let me try to hurry. Guess that's what happens when I try to hurry. Oh, this is a Wet n Wild eyeshadow. Let me pull up my thing so I can see if you guys can see it. I've had it for a while, but this brown, it's like a reddish brown with gold glitter flakes in it. So gorgeous. Do you see it right here? And it was so cheap and stuff too. You can't really see how pretty it is, but it's probably one of my favorite eyeshadows. Let's see if it'll show as a liner. Nope, nope, not good enough, because I already have brown there, but I'll do it anyway. I'm going to make you guys that lap dance video probably tomorrow, and the only thing I could think of, God, I hope there's sound on these videos or I'm screwed, but the only thing I could think of to have, like I said, I don't have someone to sit there and be my lap dance dummy, you know what I mean? So the only thing I can think of that I have is a freaking, I have a blow up alien from the fair that I got for my son last year. Oh my gosh, it was hiding, this was open like this. It was under there, so I didn't know it was down there. But that's the only thing I have, because it's like almost human sized. So I figured I can like tape him to the chair and use that as my lap dance person for you guys. So that's probably what I'm going to do, is use a blow up alien. Maybe I'll put a t-shirt on him at least so he doesn't look too stupid. And then I'll try to teach you guys some little moves you can do. Because like I said, I know I made that video, the one outside, but I'm pretty sure that's the one that the sound cut out of. You guys will know which one I'm talking about. The one where I was trying to do moves on the chair in my backyard, and it didn't have sound or something like that. So, I want to redo that for you guys, and I've had a lot of requests for it, so that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll try to do it today. That would be super cool if I could do it today, but I just don't know. So, we'll see how it goes. I kind of also want to make you guys a dancing video where I'm just dancing for the hell of it, and I might do that today too. It's just, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm winging it. And I don't remember if I told you guys about the new mascara I have. Hold on, let me highlight my cheekbones and do my bronzer. But it's that Lash Out Butterfly. What happened, baby?
I fall.
You falled? Oh no. Are you okay? I hope you're alright. Do you need to go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Do we need to cut your leg off?
No.
Is it broke?
No.
Are you sure? We can cut it off if you need to.
I don't need to.
Are you sure? You only need one leg. You'll be okay with one. Can we just cut it off and then we don't have to worry about it? I cut it off for you.
No? It's too guilty.
It's what?
It's make.
What?
It's make big boys killed.
It makes bad boys killed?
No, it's make big boys killed.
Oh, come here. Mommy's just playing with you. I'll never cut your legs off. Don't be sad. Okay? Hey.
My foot is hurt.
I know. I'll fix it. Let me get some ice for it in a minute, okay? You're tough.
I mean to go dentist.
Oh, okay. That dentist is for teepees, though. Teepees is dentist. Doctor is owies. Are your teepees okay?
I mean to go dentist.
Dentists fix teeth, baby. They don't fix feeties. Okay? Listen, Mommy's almost done, so let me finish up, okay? And then we'll talk about going to the dentist and the doctor, okay? And I gotta make your lunch, alright?
Okay.
Thank you. I'll be out there in a minute, alright?
Okay.
Almost done.
Boys doctor.
Okay. Go play, please.
I want to go. I need to go doctor.
Okay, baby. Mommy said we'll talk about it in a minute, okay? Please go play. Thank you. What happened?
I forgot my shark.
Where is he? He's not in here. You didn't bring him. Sorry, guys. But, baby, Shark's not in the bed. Mama asked you to go play, please. We're gonna have lunch in 1 second, okay? No, you don't need candy. It's not time for candy. You need to eat first, Nathaniel. Alright? But this mascara is amazing, and, like, I've always loved Lash Blast mascara, but this is that, what brand is it? L'Oreal Lash Out Butterfly. It's super dope because, look at the brush. Can you guys see? The end of it is flared. You see right here? So when you put it to your lashes, it reaches the far away ones and gets all of them, and it makes it really pretty. So, I don't know if you guys care about that, but it's my new favorite mascara. So, and it's really pretty and dark and separates your lashes really well and doesn't make them look like spider legs or anything like that. They're like clumpy without being clumpy. You know what I mean? They're like thick but not clumpy. I just do a little bit on the bottom, and then I'm going to go and figure out if I'm going to do a dance video, a lap dance video, and I got to make Nate lunch. So I will, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm sorry this video wasn't more oriented to please everyone, but if one of you guys asked me to do that for you, I would do it. So I hope you understand, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. So talk to you later, guys. Bye.